Okay, hey friends, hey again. Sorry, we're restarting in the live in our event page. So I'm just gonna give everyone a minute to come over here and join me painting Noah's Ark. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna give everyone just one more minute. But in the meantime, if you're here, you can get out a paper plate and you can put on your first color. I also have this pink color. And fuchsia, and I'm gonna use these too. But if you don't have them, that's okay. You can make them from red and white. Construction might be loud over here, so you might just have to watch me for instructions. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna start with our medium-sized brush, and we're gonna get our yellow color, and we might need a lot of it. I'm using acrylic paint, so if you have that, that's best, because we're gonna be painting over other colors, so watercolors might not work as well. Okay, so starting with our yellow, we're gonna make a line across the middle of our page, just like this. So, and while that's still wet, we're gonna take a light pink color and put it nice and close to our yellow, and we don't even need to clean the brush in between. You can just put it right beside it and mix it with our yellow, because what we're painting right now is our sunset on the water. So our sunset starts with a nice yellow color and it fades to this pink. Okay, and so then we're gonna put pink on top as well. Just like that. So again, you can make your pink out of red and white if you don't have one that's already mixed like mine. And it's okay if it's messy because we're just gonna blend it. Okay, I'm gonna add more yellow. My painting is sagging, so I'm gonna tape it up so it doesn't fall down. If you have painter's tape and you wanna tape your canvas paper onto a board, that's best. But I only have Scotch tape, so we're making do. So we're gonna take our yellow and mix it with that pink. Okay. There we go. It's noisy, I'm sorry friends. We're just having some construction done at our house today. Okay. So this made an orange color. So we're gonna take some of our pure pink and add it to the bottom. See that? Okay. Okay, and we're gonna take our fuchsia magenta color and mix it on the next one up. Mix it with the pink you already have there. We'll come back and fix that. Okay, and adding it to the bottom too. So this is going to be our background. We're making a sunset, and we're going to be painting Noah's Ark on top. Okay. So next, we're going to take our blue color, and that can go just over purple that we just put down. And it's okay if it even completely covers it, because it makes it look a little bit more natural, like the sky at night. You're gonna need a lot of your light blue, because that's gonna be the biggest bar of color that we're adding. And it's okay if you need to add more of your striped colors to make them look a little bit more mixed. So I'm going back in with some of my purple just to make it a little bit more blended. Blend our purple. And if your paint is drying really fast, you can use some water. Just like that. And then we're going to use some more blue. And again, it's okay if your background's messy. You can clean it up a little bit in the end, but it's not going to matter. Okay. So I need more of my light blue, and then I'm going to put dark blue at the very top and the very bottom. So here's some light blue. There we go. Uh-oh, I got some purple in my painting. So it's really handy to have some paper towel in case you make a mistake like me. So I'm gonna go grab one. Okay. There we go. Okay. Some blue. Okay, so now we're going to take our nice dark blue, and this is going to give our painting lots of contrast, which means it's going to stand out. So, putting my dark blue in my palette, or my paper plate, and we're going to add it up here. Now, my tape is covering my painting, so if you had to tape yours up, maybe put loops on the back of your painting. But that's okay, I'll just fill mine in later. So we're going to put our dark blue on now. And we're going to fade it into our light blue, just like that. There we go. Okay, and to our bottom. The bottom of our painting. We're almost done with the background. Okay. Okay, so adding just a little bit more dark blue to the bottom because I really want our painting to pop. There we go. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of the first color we started with, our yellow, to the middle here, just to make sure it stands out. Ah, okay. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna add to our painting is gonna be our arc. So if you're using paper plates, you can just use a nice clean paper plate because I'm gonna be mixing my brown. But if you have brown, then that's probably best. But if you need to mix a brown like me, I'm just gonna be using a little bit of green and some red, and I might have to add some yellow just to get a nice warm brown for our arc. Okay, so you can wash off your brush and mix your brown color. See, my green and brown made, my green and red made brown, but it's a little bit red, so I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow to it. Okay, so now with your brown, you're gonna make two different vertical lines, which means they go up and down, but they're gonna curve in a little bit toward each other, because this is gonna be the start of our arc. So I'm gonna go just a little bit above my yellow here and draw my first line and swoop it in a little bit, and do the same with my second one. I'm gonna make my second one the same height, pull it downward, and then swoop it in just a little bit. Okay? Then we're gonna take our brush and we're gonna make waves in the water, because below the sunset is the water, okay? Or below our horizon line. And we're gonna make that with the brown, connecting the two lines we just drew. Okay, and that's going to be the bottom of your arc. Okay, now you're going to take more of your brown, and I might need to mix some more, and we're going to go below, not at the very top of our bar, the line we made here, but right about here, we're going to draw a line across to the other one, swooping down a little bit in the middle. See that? And we're going to fill this in with more of our brown. Okay, so now you might need to mix some more brown like me. So yeah, I'm gonna mix some more of my green and brown and maybe a little bit of white just to change up the color of brown that I have, so it looks like there's wood grains when I paint a second layer. Because our arc is made of wood, right? Okay. So I'm just mixing a little bit more. So I'm wondering what animals you guys are gonna paint on your ark. I'm gonna paint some hippos and a shark, because I've been thinking a lot about our camp songs, but I'm wondering if you guys are gonna paint other animals. I can't wait to see all your submissions. Okay, so I'm adding another layer. I think that needs to dry a bit. Okay, and so we're gonna make the top half of our ark. So on top of our ark, there's like a little house that Noah and his family might have lived in. So it looks like a house, it's not a house, but it's got, so first we need to make a rectangle on top of our boat here. So I'm gonna draw a line here, and a line here, and make a box above our ark. Okay. So we make a box above our ark. And this box has a roof to protect Noah and his family from the rain, because it rained for 40 days, right? Okay, so we're gonna make a little roof right here by making one little line smaller than a rectangle above, and then making these two almost 45-degree angles, which means not straight up and down, but halfway across, just like that. We're gonna fill it in. Okay. So you might need a couple layers of your brown paint just to make this really filled in. So I'm making some more. And I'm taking a darker brown now, and I'm gonna put that near the bottom of our ship. Okay, and it's also going to go near the bottom of this little house thing here, because that's the shadow. Okay, and a line right underneath this roof. And then we're going to take some black . And add that to our brown to make a really dark color that we can outline things with. And we're gonna make windows for our ark. So your window is just gonna be two little boxes. There's one. And here's the second one. Okay, and then if you want to outline more things, you can make the bottom of the roof a little bit darker from the shadows, and the bottom of the little house a little darker. But not too dark. Uh-oh. There. Okay, next we're gonna wash off our brush really, really well because we're gonna need white. So I'm wondering if you guys remember what kind of bird Noah sent out after it rained for 40 days. It's in our Rise and Shine song. Do you know? I'm gonna paint it and maybe you guys can guess. So you're gonna need white, that's a clue, and you're gonna get your brush dipped in it, and just beside the roof of your arc, you're gonna make a circle. So I have a flat brush, and that makes my circles really easy to make because you just put it on the page and turn your brush, and that makes a circle. See? Okay, so then I'll give you guys a second to make your circle. Now I'm just gonna take from my circle, I'm gonna make a little line here. I'm gonna make it bump out a little bit here. And then I'm gonna make another little bump right here. This is the body of our bird. So it's like another circle. Then we're going to take our white and make a nice streak from the top of our sky down to the bird. And that's going to be one of his feathers. And we're just going to repeat that. So your bird's feathers can curve a little bit, just like this. And then there might be a couple just right here as well. One right there, one right there. And then I'm gonna build up some of that color on my bird because my sunset's showing through. So I'm gonna add a little bit more white, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with the bird's tail. This is just some lines going out from the bird, just like this. And they can go down and go over your arc. Okay. And I'm gonna add more white to the wings I made up here, that it stands out. Okay, and I'm gonna take my white again, and I'm gonna go just above the corner of this window and make a dot. And then we're gonna do that right straight across the page toward this bird right here. See? Okay, and then we're going to connect those dots together with the line. So I'm going to connect my dots with the line. Okay. So now you're going to need your small brush. And with your small brush, you're going to take your black from before. And you're gonna put a circle right almost in the middle of the white circle you drew for the bird's head, but it's down a little bit. So you're gonna make a tiny little circle right here. And rinse off your brush really well. And you're gonna take some white, and really, really carefully, we're just gonna put a little dab of white right in the middle of the black eye. Or not in the middle, but at the top of the eye. And a little bit below too. So that looks like, I'll see if I can zoom in so you can see. Oh. Okay, my painting's falling. So if that happens, that's okay. You can just fill it in with more brown. Okay, so I'll zoom in real quick. So the eye, you can see the little dots. That's okay. Paintings are a bit of an adventure. Okay, we're gonna take our brown, fix this up. Whoops. Okay. Hopefully you didn't drop your painting like me, so I'm sure your painting looks great. Okay, and then you're gonna take some red and yellow to make a bright orange color, and this is gonna be your bird's beak. Okay, and it's gonna point this way toward the arc. Next, we're gonna take some of our white and some green. So if you don't have green, you can mix it with blue and yellow. And you can use your small brush again at the beginning. Okay, and we're gonna draw, just like our waves, an up and down line. So it's gonna go from above the second window, and it's gonna go up to the bird's beak. Up to over this window and then down to the bird's beak. So I'll show you. See that? It's kind of like the waves below. And then it's gonna go, so we don't paint over the bird's beak, but below that, just like that. Okay. And then we're gonna make leaves on this little branch. You can just alternate putting leaves on the opposite side of the branch, one at a time. So I wonder if you guys guessed, it's a dove. Noah sent out a dove and it brought back an olive branch. So that's the branch that we just painted. And that's how Noah knew that the rain had stopped. Okay, so next, we're gonna take more of our black and some of our white and maybe some pink if you want. And I'm gonna be painting a hippo, but you guys don't have to do that. You can paint whatever animal you want on your arc. But I really love our hippo song. It's one of my favorites. So if you haven't seen it yet, I would say go check it out. It's on our Facebook page and it's on YouTube, and it's really funny. Okay. So I have a dark gray and a light gray. And with my dark gray, I'm gonna little circle for the hippo's head right up here. Oh, not that dark. Okay. And I'm going to make another kind of a circle right here. And this is the top of his mouth, his snout. Okay, now with your lighter gray, maybe some pink in it, just for fun. We're gonna paint the bottom of his mouth. So it's just a little bump right here. And we outline the bottom of his mouth. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see. So it looks just a lump on the bottom and then a line. So it might be harder to see, but I got Pinterest. If you need some inspiration, you can on Pinterest for his symbols. And then you got somebody with that light pink color. It's going to paint the bottom of his face right here. And then off, and they kind of go to the opposite side, just like that. And then his body, and they're kind of like on the side. Take my dark gray color again, make a circle, and some more black in that one. Make a circle, there we go. And this one's going to be facing us a little bit more, so there's a larger oval underneath that, but it's directly underneath it, side. Okay. And we're going to take our light pinky gray color, and we're going to make a little bump. And so, can't see it just yet, but we're going to outline it. Okay. I'm filling this head a little bit more. And then this little guy is going to get a little bit more filled in. Okay. And then just like the bird, just like our dove, we're going to take our black. We're going to make a circle for his eye. Those eyes are really wide apart. So we're going to put one eye on one side of his face like that, and one eye on the other. And the same with this guy. Uh-oh, I forgot his ears. Okay. Whoops. I think you need some ears. There's the hippo's ears. Okay. And then we're going to take our white again and just put some dots on hippo's eyes to look like the light is hitting his eyes. Oh, that one was too big. So I'm going to fix that guy really quick. Okay, I'm going to take my black again and make a really thin line to outline our hippo's smile. So it goes over the light color that we put earlier, just like that. Okay, now mine are a little bit shaky because I'm not facing my painting, but I'm sure you guys are doing a great job. Okay, so lastly, we're gonna make our shark fin. So I'm gonna take my dark blue one more time. Oh, I forgot my hippopotamuses. Before we make the shark tail, I'm gonna add 2 nostrils on both of my hippos. Just like that. There we go, 2 hippos. A little bit shaky, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna make a shark fin. So I'm gonna make a triangle below my arc. And this one's inspired by our song Baby Shark, which is really, really funny. And you guys should go watch it if you haven't yet. And hopefully you're not covered in paint like me. Okay. So we're gonna make a nice triangle. You can outline it with some light blue. Great, and then we're gonna make some waves. So we're just gonna take our light blue and we're gonna outline the bottom of where our shark is. You can do this in a couple of places. Like if you leaned on your painting, you got some arc on your water, you can just whoop, put a wave right there. Okay, so you can add some waves. There we go. And that's it, you guys. You can add whatever animals you want. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for putting up with my easel falling. This has been so fun, and I hope you guys have caught the rest of our content for the week. And yeah, I think yeah, today's Fun Friday. Next week is our last week of camp. So thanks for joining us, and we've been so happy to do this with you. Okay, have a great Friday.